Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Well, the drivers of the Special Stage Street Stock Series are packing up their cars. They're loading the haulers up, and they're going all the way over to Japan. We are here at TSUKUBA. We're at the full 2K circuit. So it's going to be the full TSUKUBA experience here tonight, part of the Special Stage Street Stock Series, week number 5. We'll get into that in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, probably know my voice by now. I am your lone voice in the booth here tonight. My name is Mac Nelson. I am here on behalf of Racer Nexus Broadcast. We appreciate you guys for tuning in to what's going to be, for sure, a dog fight here tonight. We are at TSUKUBA. As mentioned before, we are in week number 5 of 8. So after this week, drivers will only have 3 opportunities to get themselves put up as far as they can in the championship rankings. Next season, we'll be heading to Mexico City, doing the oval there. I'm sure that's going to be a very, very fun time for these street stock drivers. If you're not familiar with the format we do here, going to be 2 20-minute heats, inverted field on the second, and it's going to be chaos. It always is. That second heat race is definitely kind of sort of your main event for the night, so make sure you stay tuned. We're going to have you guys in and out of here in about an hour, so it's going to be real nice. You cannot ask for more or better wheel-to-wheel racing in under an hour time slot than here in the Special Stage. All their series pretty well work the same. So whether you're watching on a Monday with the Street Stock Series, or whether you're watching on a Friday, the IndyCar Series, you can find it anywhere. It's going to be the exact same. Running through your starting grid for race number 1. In P1 is going to be Damian Danya with Josh Heagy in P2. Row number 2 is going to consist of Ant Meeperson and Alex Zekas. Row number 3 is going to be the boss man Matt Schlosser and Alex Lalonde in P6. P7 is going to be the 24 of Stephen Thompson with the 06 of Adam Boyslard following beside. P9 goes to Joey Herbie and Eric Jeffrey gets P10. P11 is going to the Argentinian Marco Mini. Row number 7 is going to consist of Tyler Mantle and TJ Crampton. That was Victor Aldrich inside the other row. Alex Good is going to be in P15. So that's going to be how it lines up here tonight. Starting off with heat race number 1. It's going to be a doozy. As I'm not sure, I apologize. There's, I think, a certain thing I must do to fix the timing tower. I think they might be doing laps. Not exactly sure why they would be doing laps, but it seems that they do have a timer going down. Here we are green flag running here, and yes, guys, I'm sorry, I will get this sorted with the timing tower as soon as possible, but Ant Meeperson is going to dive up into the inside. What an incredible move there from the 13 of Ant Meeperson. That's the 49 of Alex Zekas. He's going to get a little squirmy as we head into the second hairpin of the lap. That's Adam Boyce-Lord getting into Alex Lalonde, I believe, and that's the 33 of Eric Jeffrey, the Canadian driver. He's going to have a little bit of stuff to deal with. A little bit of problems, if I may. Ant Meeperson out to a very, very good 1.15 second lead here on the opening lap. As we get a look at Alex Zekas, he is actually going to slow down. I'm not sure if that's positions that he needed to give up or not, but that's going to move Matt Schlosser into P2. As I'm so... As I think if I do this... Oh no, I have broke it. I apologize. I deeply apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I will get this set up very, very shortly for you. But what you do need to know is that Alex Zekas is closing in very, very quickly on Alex Lalonde. That's the 4-9 trying to take the 0-7-2. Trying to get that position. Alex Lalonde, however, is moving up on the 400 of Matt Schlosser. As now we head and look at the Argentinian making his debut. It's going to be Matti Marcomini trying to chase down the 53 of Joey Herbie. Damian Dunya now in P7. He started this race on pole. However, he has slipped back all the way to P7. Not a very good start for our Team Fast-ish driver. In that number 198, Alex Zekas did just drop your purple lap of heat race number 1. That's going to be a 1:01.86. So for the likes of Adam Boyce-Lord, he has got Damian Dunya on his back. Ant Meeperson's got Matt Schlosser on his back, who's also got Alex Lalonde. Alex Lalonde's going to get a little tricky heading into the first hairpin of the lap. Unfortunately for him, he's going to carry just a little too much speed while going for the overtake on the boss man, Matt Schlosser, the Interstellar SRV driver. He's almost going to get taken out by the 49 of Alex Zekas. Alex Zekas is going to do the exact same thing that happened to Lalonde on the previous corner. So a lot of these guys currently in the first little bit of heat race number 1, they are getting very, very aggressive on their brakes. You can see, look at that, the brakes just lighting up in that street stock. I mean, they are just blazing, as that's what it takes to be fast, but you can't overheat them or else you're going to have none a corner later. So you've got to be very, very careful with how you use them. You've got to be very, very delicate. And as for Matt Schlosser, that's looking to be his MO, but he trails Ant Meeperson by 3.66 seconds. Ant Meeperson, a for sure Iron Man here in the special stage. He competes in almost all the series that they have to offer. He's especially good in the Pro 2 trucks. I'm not sure if or when, or when or if would be the better way to word that. I don't know when or if it's coming back, but if it does, you best believe Ant Me % is going to be there. He enjoys those jumpy trucks a lot. Victor Aldrich, who typically does a little better in these street stock races, he currently sits in P9, which is a little under where he would want to be. If we take a look at the championship standings here, Adam Boyce-Lard is going to be in front with 1,490 points. Matt Schlosser just behind with 1,360 points. And then it's a big drop-off to that man right there you see on the center of your screen. That's going to be Victor Aldrich. He is going to be in P3 in the championship as it stands right now. Good thing about that is, with this heat race 2 being an invert just like always, he is going to have a very good starting spot. If he does not move up here in heat race number 1, there's a very good chance that he could just move up. As I apologize, guys, I'm trying to get this timing tower issue sorted. So I apologize. I messaged the good old boss man, Rob Campbell. I messed something up. That's who I go to get that stuff corrected. So we should have a timer of some sort for you guys here very shortly. That's going to be the Argentinian in the number 77. That's Matti Marcomini. He had a little bit of a spin dealing with the second hairpin, so that's going to affect his tires here for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he can get that muscled back down into familiarity. Joey Herbie in the 53 now, looking to chase Damian Danya and Alex Lalonde as the American in that sleek number 53. As Matti Marcomini has had a little bit of a crash again. We'll go take a look at that. The 77, oh, he's just gonna lose it a little bit. Just a little too much throttle, maybe a little too much steering, maybe a little bit of both, as he's coming around the final high-speed corner, and that's gonna be a big collision into the wall. And oh no, he's gonna come back out on track, and oh no, the 98 of Victor Aldrich is going to actually hit him. Not a good sight for either of those two drivers. That's going to be for sure damage. As I appreciate you guys for being so patient with me. Now, if I refresh this, there we go. We now have a lap counter. Big shout out to the big boss man of mine, Rob Campbell. Always there to help me whenever I am in need. And that's the kind of professionalism and reliability you can count on when you get special, or not special stage, I apologize. When you race in special stage, you get a very fantastic race environment. But when you go with Racer Nexus to broadcast your races, when you go through my boss, Rob Campbell, he is just as professional and just as cordial as he just was with me to get you guys the best viewing experience possible. So big shout out to Rob Campbell. Big shout out to Racer Nexus for letting me hop on board here, join the team. Ant Meeperson looking very, very strong now, starting lap number 10. We got 7 more laps around TSUKUBA. 1 minute, 2 second, .34 is going to be the last lap that Ant Meeperson ran. He's got a pretty considerable margin on everybody else in the field. He's also going to have your purple lap with a 1 minute, 01.88. So that's going to be very good news for Ant Meeperson. Adam Boyce-Lard now tracking down Steven Thompson. This is going to be your closest battle on track. Although Alex Lalonde and Joey Herbie right behind are almost in the same sort of mixture as these guys. You've got P3 through P7, it looks like, on this final straight right now. And you've got even more dragging up the rear behind, but it's going to be a pretty single file race here. All of these drivers running in and around the same lap times. So you're going to see this. It's going to be a line of slipstream. We'll see who it bunches up with first, but for the likes of Ant Meeperson and Matt Schlosser, they are loving it. They are very, very comfortably in their positions. Steven Thompson, the first guy on the list here to be in, a little bit of trouble. He's got the 06 of Adam Boyce-Lard right behind him. So if we take a look back at these championship standings, Adam Boyce-Lard, you'll see, is your points leader. Matt Schlosser is in second. So it's kind of a big race between these two guys right now. Matt Schlosser has the advantage. He is in front of Adam Boyce-Lard, and if you're wondering how he's doing so well, you'll find out here. Let's take a look on board with the 400 of Matt Schlosser. That's going to be the boss man, the commish, Matt Schlosser, in the number 400 with an impressive lap there. Going to be a 1:02.73. It's going to be the fastest of anybody on track that lap. So very good stuff from Matt Schlosser there. Ant Meeperson, however, just keeping the pace. He's being very, very methodical with what he's doing. He's being very, very competent, very, very safe. And there's a very good chance that that's going to net him a first place here in heat race number 1. Steven Thompson here in the 24. He is out looking good here, and I was trying to depict what was actually said on the back of Adam Boyce-Lard's 06. Okay, it is a Hardee's sponsorship. That's what I thought. I thought it was a Hardee's shout. I did, in fact, eat some Hardee's tonight for dinner. It was very, very tasty, if you happened to care. But there's a very good chance you don't, so we're going to move on to the number 198 of Damian Dania, who is right behind the 06 of Adam Boyce-Lard. As you can see here, Damian Dania trying his best to keep up with the 06 that is Adam Boyce-Lard. He's going to attacked the hairpin just a little too cautiously, or a little too uncautiously, I should say, throwing kind of care and his brake pads to the wind there as he tried to get on the brakes very, very hard, coming through the high-speed corner here. Last corner on the track. These guys will be starting on lap number 15 here. 2 laps to go. Can Damian Danya get something done here in P5? A P5 finish would be very good for the driver. However, he wants to make it P4, and there's a good chance he can make that happen. This is going to be your closest battle on track. We'll stay with it. If something else happens, I will let you guys know. Joey Herbie has just had a crash. However, that was behind where we sit now, so not too much mix-up in the positions. Victor Aldrich is going to move up into P7. That's going to help him just a tiny little bit into the final hairpin of the track again for Mr. Damian Danya, the number 198. He's chasing down Adam Boyslard. Things are looking good. It all depends on how he can get the run out of this final corner starting the last lap. Top 3 has not changed. Meeperson, Schlosser, Thompson. Your battle for P4 is happening on your screen right now. It's going to be the 198 of Damian Danya, the 06 of Adam Boyslard. Then you're going to have a little bit of a money shift going around the first corner. That's going to slow him down a good bit. Coming through the S here now to the second hairpin. And it's going to be a little bit of a suboptimal line for Boyslard. That's going to allow Damian Danya to shrink the gap just a little bit now through the Dunlop Bridge now. It's going to be sideways, kind of drifting for Damian Danya down into the final hairpin of the lap. He's going to move it in hard. He's going to brake very late. Here he is behind Adam Boyslard. Ant Meeperson is going to finish your race as the winner with Matt Schlosser coming home P2. Stephen Thompson's going to bring it home P3. Damian Danya now into the final corner. He cannot get the run made on Boyslard. It's going to be Boyslard who finishes P4 with Danya in P5. Very, very fun stuff there from Damian Danya and Adam Boyslard. Unfortunately, wasn't too much of a scrap for the top 3. Meeperson, Schlosser, and Thompson all taking that pretty handedly. And now we're going to move into a 3-minute warm-up, so if you guys need to go to the bathroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, do whatever it is you need to do, because when we come back, we got the inverted heat race number 2 here on the special stage Street Stock Series.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
There might be some rain coming through. We expect rain soon. Rain is close. The session has been declared wet. No sign of this rain stopping. Rain is clearing up. Rain should be gone for now. Nothing but sunshine all day.
Well, the sun sits a little lower. The drivers are a little more anxious, and the asphalt looks a little more hot. We are live here with heat race number 2 in the special stage Street Stock Series. Pace car is coming down the last straight. Eric Jeffrey in the 33 is going to be your leader. Will walk you through the starting grid while these drivers prepare themselves. TJ Crampton, Eric Jeffrey, going to be row number 1. Row number 2 is going to be Alex Zekas with Matti Marcomini. Row number 3 is going to be Joey Herbie with P6 being Josh Heege. Row number 4 is going to be Alex Good. Those cars are loud with Tyler Mantle in P8. P number 9 is going to be Victor Aldrich with P10 being Alex Lalonde. Row number 6 is going to be Damian Dania with Adam Boyce-Lard in P12. Row number 7 is going to be Stephen Thompson with Matt Schlosser. Row number 8, P15, going to be the winner, Ant Meeperson. Now, you can take everything I just said and throw it out the window because I got to that a little late. Alex Zekas, who is up 2 spots, is going to be your current race leader. Alex Zekas needs a big result here. And Meeperson, we are through the first lap, and unfortunately, he has not moved as far up the grid as he probably would have hoped. Only up 2 spots from where he started. Matt Schlosser's got a good head start on him. He's already up to P9. Victor Aldrich in P8. Unfortunately, it might just not be his day or his track. His championship hopes might be looking ever so slightly further away after the performance he puts in here today. Heat race number 2 not starting off very hot for him. Alex Zekas, however, having himself one heck of a day. He is stretching out that lead from Eric Jeffrey and Matti Marcomini. Joey Herbie in P4. Josh Heege in P5. He would love a good result here. He's not too far up in the championship standings, but he's not too far down either. A heat race win here would be very pivotal, for his championship hopes and dreams. So as we get going here, 14 laps left. Drivers on their 3rd lap. Alex Lalonde looking to make amends for the weak finish that he had in heat race number 1. He is going to get a little wide, a little understeer, maybe snap oversteer. That's why he corrected to the outside. That's going to be Matti Marcomini taking that position. Matt Schlosser working his way up to P7. Ant Meeperson still 4 spots down from him in P11. Matt Schlosser has Damian Daniel right behind him, which is kind of a nightmare if you're the 400 of Matt Schlosser, but it's also kind of a good thing, because if you can keep him behind you, he's almost going to act as a guard dog for your position, because Damian Daniel sure as heck doesn't want to be passed. So he is going to defend that position, and in turn, that's going to make Matt Schlosser's job easier. Alex Zekas running your fastest lap. However, he is going to be contested for the lead into turn number 1. Eric Jeffrey, the Canadian's going to get that move done. What a move there for P1. We'll go back and take a look at it, and then we've got some stuff we need to look at. Eric Jeffrey coming into turn number 1. Oh, Alex Zekas is just going to have a big lockup. Oh, no, that's going to be a big mistake for Alex Zekas. And then, yeah, what you see behind you there, Alex Good had one heck of a crash. Oh, I apologize. I think it was Madi Marcomini who had the crash. We'll look at him here. The 77 coming down into turn number 1. That's going to be the 072. That's trying to overtake him. Matt Schlosser's going to run into him. So is Damian Dania. And oh no, that might create a little bit of drama for the likes of our championship leaders now. Alex Zekas has dropped another position, unfortunately. This one now to Josh Heege. Josh Heege's moved up from 5th to 2nd pretty quick. Eric Jeffrey now being challenged for the lead. Matt Schlosser in P6. It doesn't look like he has too much damage on the face of that 400, so hopefully that contact will not be too much. Ant Meeperson's had a little bit of a moment, though, as he is off the track. We're going to have to go take a look at that. Ant Meeperson, your race number 1 winner. As we see him coming through the S's here, him and Victor Aldrich and Adam Boyslard are going to have a little bit of a moment. Also collecting the 14 of Tyler Mantle. So not too good for him. Alex Zekas, Joey Herbie, Alex Lalonde all fighting for this P3 position. Matt Schlosser doing a very good job of trying to work his way up the grid. He is in P6. He's up 8 spots. TJ Crampton, unfortunately, going to be in P15. His race is over, I believe. Victor Aldrich in P11. He's not having too good of a moment. Joey Herbie looking to defend his position from Alex Lalonde. Alex Lalonde has the inside, though. And Alex Lalonde, I haven't ever seen him in the special stage, I don't believe. I believe he's making his debut here tonight. But what a debut indeed. I mean, he is just bullying these guys on the special stage grid, and he is taking whatever position he wants. So very interesting tactics. It's very convincing tactics. I mean, they're working wonders for him. He is up 6 spots into P4, but here comes the boss man. He has passed Joey Herbie, now looking to overtake Alex Lalonde for this P4 position. Eric Jeffries now being passed by Alex Zekas down the inside of hairpin number 2. They'll come across the right-hander and go through the Dunlop tunnel. And it looks like Alex Zekas might be able to make that move stick for good. Josh Heege still leading this race, however. Matt Schlosser in P5, up 9 spots. Hard to believe he's done it this quick, but here he is. He's still got 10 laps to play with to get even higher up on the grid. Adam Boyslard, the championship kind of, runner as well. We'll take a look at the points here. It's a battle between Boyslard and Schlosser. But Schlosser going to get the upper hand on Boyslard in both of the heat races. I think Adam Boyce-Lard has a little bit of tire damage from the shenanigans that he got caught up in a couple laps earlier. I could be wrong there, but it just looks like the front left of his car there is a little worse for wear. We'll have to see how it actually affects his lap times, but for now, he's got 2 drivers to pass before he can contend with Matt Schlosser, and it might be 3 because here comes Matt Schlosser over the inside, or I guess I should say under the inside of Alex Lalonde. That's your last hairpin of the lap here of lap number 8. Alex Lalonde is not going to go down without a fight. He is going to get the position inside. Matt Schlosser going to intentionally slow down, maybe look for some sort of a switchback. He's going to try to get it done coming around the final corner. Alex Lalonde doing a very good job of keeping his momentum up. We'll see who gets later on the brakes. Coming into turn number 1, it's going to be Schlosser. He's going to use the curb to anchor his car and rotate it around. Matt Schlosser still in this thing. Coming through the S's out of turn 1 into the second hairpin. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be slimy. As he's going to do the same thing, he's going to mount the curb with that inside tire, get his car anchored, get it around the corner. Very, very good strategy there from Matt Schlosser in the number 400, coming now down into the third hairpin. He's got to keep a close eye on Damian Dania. Damian Dania, your only cammed up driver here tonight, looking to make something work here, heading down the final straight, lap number 9. It's a 3-way battle for P4 as it sits. Matt Schlosser going to get a little sideways, heading around the final corner here. That's going to open up the doors for Damian Dania. Coming across the start-finish line, he is going to be ahead of Matt Schlosser, and he's got the inside for turn number 1. It's the first hairpin. There's no grip out there where Matt Schlosser's at. He's going to have to try to find a way to put power down in this number 400 if he wants to get this spot back. But Damian Dania in the number 198, looking to keep things clean and defend this position. Alex Lalonde moves on to be the next target for Damian Dania. The number 072, he's trying to find his footing, trying to find a way to overtake the Canadian Eric Jeffrey here in lap 10, I should say. Alex Zekas has had a little bit of a moment. He, unfortunately, is just going to surrender that second place spot. It looks like that might have been maybe a disconnect, or maybe iRacing forced him back to the pits because of connection or something, but he is just going to disappear out of sight, out of mind from your top 3 here. So it's going to be now Eric Jeffrey and Alex Lalonde who have been gifted a position. That makes this battle for Alex Lalonde's position that much more sweet, because now it means it is a battle for the last step on the podium. Damian Dania surely knows that. He's got his relative up. He saw the numbers shift up. He knows he has a potential podium he can win here. We'll bring him back into view. You can see him just very, very keen-eyed, very focused on what's going to happen here. Checking his left, making sure he's clear of the 072. That's Lalonde down the back straight. Heading to the final corner. This corner's all about keeping your speed up, carrying as much momentum as you can through the entire corner. It's a long corner. Takes a little longer than you'd expect. You got to get right back on the throttle and get the power down as fast as possible. Damian Dania knows that. Takes the corner very, very well. Heading into turn number 1 now. Not going to surrender the inside. Very, very good. Very disciplined out of the young teenager, Damian Dania. Up-and-comer in the iRacing service. You might be hearing his name here in a few years. Already boasting an impressive 2.3 KI rating. So it is nothing but the top for Damian Dania, surely. He's going to work his way around the third hairpin here. Alex Lalonde trying to chase, but he's got to worry about the 400 of Matt Schlosser that stalks ever so closely behind him. As we make our way down the final straight here, Matt Schlosser going to try to get something done on Alex Lalonde. Matt Schlosser's going to take a whole lot of speed through there. It might actually hurt him. He's going to get a big amount of oversteer. He's going to dip his right rear into the grass just a little bit, but no harm, no foul. He has got to be a little more careful with his tire degradation, though. You can already see it pains his car to make that line in turn number 1. Those tires are screaming for air. They're screaming for temperature. Matt Schlosser doing everything in his power to catch up with the 072. We've got 4 laps left to go. Very, very close to the now or never time for these drivers. With that being said, I just want to say big shout out to Apex Sim Racing for all of their hard and continued work and support for the Racer Nexus. Use code Racer Nexus for 5% off any order you want on Apex Sim Racing. They carry all types of sim racing accessories from all the major brands. You can go check them out. Once again, that's Apex Sim Racing. We appreciate your guys' support. Also, big shout out to Track Cams for Gourmets. That's trackcams22.com. They provide all the car and track cameras seen here in the Racer Nexus broadcast. Whether that be the Monday Street Stock Series, or the Friday IndyCar Series, or the Sunday GT4, it does not matter. The Thursday FIA Cross Car Series, that one's called by my boss, Rob Campbell. That's always a very, very good one. Very, very good. They provide all the car and track cameras, like I said, so big shout out to Track Cams 22. They make everything look so dang good here on the iRacing official service, but these drivers are making themselves look good here. That's Damian Dania in the 198. Oh, and it's going to be a big contact. It's going to be a domino effect of collisions between all 4 of those cars. It's going to be the 133 of Eric Jeffrey, the 198 of Damian Dania, the 072 of Alex Lalonde, and the 400 of Matt Schlosser. Adam Boy Slard has managed to get his way all the way up to P6. So it's going to be very, very minimal difference on points between the 2 championship leaders in heat race number 2. Josh Heagie's going to come across the line one more time. We have a white flag in the air. Eric Jeffrey is going to lead all these drivers around for one final time. Damian Dania getting a little bit sideways as we head through the start-finish line here, starting our last lap. Eric Jeffrey gonna try to keep his car on the inside as much as possible, but Damian Dania's there. He cannot get the momentum, though. Eric Jeffrey's gonna get that street stock to top speed just a little faster than Damian Dania has around the second hairpin now. Eric Jeffrey still leading the way. Alex Lalonde, Matt Schlosser side by side behind these 2. So it's going to be a brawl for positions 2 through 5. Eric Jeffrey now coming down into the final hairpin. Damian Dania's got a whole lot of momentum. He's going to try to win it on the back straight. He's on the throttle early. Eric Jeffrey coming down the back straight. Damian Dania's got to run, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he's actually just compromised his position more than actually caught up to Eric Jeffrey. Now through the final corner, Josh Heagie's going to be your race winner. But as for P2, that's going to go to the most consistent driver on the grid here all night, Eric Jeffrey. Damian Dania gets a podium. Alex Lalonde is going to bring it home, P4. Matt Schlosser brings it home, P5. And championship rival Adam Boyslard going to bring it home right behind him in P6. So very, very, very fun stuff. Josh Heagie gets himself another win here in the special stage. And he's here all the time. He's racing. He's participating. Happy for him there. Eric Jeffrey as well with a big podium. But for now, we're going to talk to your third place finisher in heat race number 2. That's Damian Dania. Damian, you got a copy.
I can't hear you. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Can you say something?
Yeah, you got a copy. Mac Nelson up in the booth.
Yeah, my audio is. All right. Try again. Otherwise, I'm going to try to use my speaker.
Yes, Damian, you got a copy.
All right. No, this thing is messed up. All right. Yeah. Sorry. What was the question?
Yeah, you looked good all of heat race number 2. You got into a fair few battles there, including one that came down to the very end. What's going through your head as you're fighting some of the heavy hitters of the special stage?
I mean, I don't know who these guys are, to be honest. So I'm just kind of, I just kind of thought it would be fun to show up. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, what's going through my head is, I mean, the race didn't really go to plan. Race 1, I got wrecked. Race 2, I got wrecked. So could have probably, I don't know about win, but I could have definitely done better in both. But yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, again, could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Could have gone much worse. But yeah, nothing really went through my head while I was batting everyone. I was just driving.
Yeah, well, looking ahead, we're at Mexico City running the Oval next Monday. Is that something you're going to participate in, or is that unfortunately going to be a skip week for you?
I think I'll be there. Yeah, I think I might just be there because I do own the track. I don't own any of the other tracks, so I think I'll be there. Yeah, you might see me in the back probably, but.
Well, we'll let you get out of here and celebrate, but before you do, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to for tonight's performance?
Yeah, thanks to my mom, thanks to Joshua, thanks to my dad. Thanks to you guys, Racing Nexus, of course, and that's all I got right now.
Yeah, well, we appreciate the kind words there, Mr. Damian Dania, the number 198 driver. And hopefully we see you back up here in the booth next week at Mexico.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for having me. Sorry for the issues.
No, you're fine, man. And that's going to be your driver, Damian Dania. Also coming into the booth, going to be race number 1 winner. That's going to be Ant Meeperson. Ant, how's it going, man?
Yeah, not too bad. A bit of a rough second race, but no, I can't complain about it too much after the first.
Yeah, well, in the first, you boasted a very impressive lead over championship leader Matt Schlosser. Now, I know attendance for you is just a little shaky here and there, so championship might not be in the, in the cuffs right there in the reach, but have you gave a thought to the latter half of the street stock season here? Are you going to attend, or is it going to be a little spotty attendance?
Yeah, it's going to be spotty. I haven't been thinking much about the championship picture. I'm just hopping in when I'm available to do a race and seeing what I can get out of it.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, you did a very good job, and we head to Mexico City in the Oval next week. Is there any chance that you're going to be able to make that, or is it too early to tell?
No, I will not. I won't be there.
Well, that's going to be unfortunate. It's always a thrill seeing you in the street stocks here in the special stage. And while you're here, we'll let you give a shout out or, thank whoever you want for tonight's performance. It was a good one.
Yeah, the usual. Matt for hosting the league, everyone on track for the racing, and you for the broadcast. And I'll shoot something of my own. I've streamed my POV for this race, and that's in one of these channels here in the Stream Links channel. So if you wanted to check that out, it's there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we will certainly check it out. I'm sure it's a good watch considering you are a heat race winner here in the special stage. So I'm sure somebody can grab some sort of knowledge from that. But we're going to let you go.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
I'll enjoy the scrap in the second one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. We're going to let you get on out of here, and we appreciate you stopping by, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, same with you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for heat race number 2 here. We'll go through the results one more time. That's Higgy, Jeffrey, Daniel, Lalonde, Schlosser, Boyce Lard, Steven Thompson, Herbie, Meeperson, Aldrich, Alex Good, and then Alex Zekas, Tyler Mantle, Mati Marcomini, TJ Crampton going to be your heat race number 2 results. Heat race number 1, your first race you saw tonight's going to feature Ant Meeperson winning that one with Schlosser, Thompson, Boyce Lard, Daniel, Lalonde, Aldrich, Mantle, Good, Higgy, Herbie, Marcomini, Zekas, Jeffrey, and then Crampton as well there. It was a very, very fun showing here tonight at TSUKUBA. It always is, man. I mean, it always is. Always so cool to see this track being used. It's one of the tracks you see early on in your iRacing career and all those rookie series, but then you don't really see it again, so it's good to see it here being utilized in 2026 in League Racing. This has been a special stage racing league. We're watching it on the Racer Nexus Broadcast Network. My name, of course, Mac Nelson. I'll be back Wednesday with the Tobacco Road, and then Friday with the Special Stage IndyCar Series. If you would like your league broadcasted, please contact Rob. You can do so using the link below. You can also join the Special Stage using their links below and get yourself in one of these races in whichever series you would like to drive in. Shout out to Apex Sim Racing. Use code RacerNexus for 5% off all your sim racing accessories. Also, big shout out to TrackCams for Gourmets. That's TrackCams22.com for providing all the camera, or the car and track cameras, I apologize, to this network and all the broadcasts you see on it. We'll be back next Monday in Mexico City. Hermanos Rodriguez, I believe, is what the track is called. Could be wrong on that, but that's where we'll be. We'll be racing these street stocks, twin 20-minute heats, full field invert, 100% championship payouts. It's going to be a blast. It always is. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We'll see you in the next